Welcome back, my little budding artists. Welcome to Art in a Box, and my name is Kim. I'm going to be guiding you through today's project, and I give you art with pleasure. Guys, let me just tell you a little bit about what we're going to do first before we get into all the other nitty-gritties. We're going to do string pulling art. So it's obviously a paint technique, and this concentrates on what it develops. It develops fine motor skills using these beautiful fingers. It develops eye-hand coordination because you've got to see, you've got to look, and you've got to manipulate the string to where you want it to go. So you have to just be aware of those two things. So that's why it's called eye-hand coordination. It also teaches you about innovation, your creativity, your own self-expression, which is so important in art, I think, because it's your art, it's no one else's. So it comes from your beautiful creative mind, and you should be super proud of it and super excited, because when pulling string, there's no wrong way to pull a string because it's going to give you a shape anyway. It depends on where you lay the string on what shape it gives you. But I'm going to show you how I do it, and then you're going to try it. It doesn't mean that you have to do what I do, but I'm going to give you ideas. So obviously it's a mix of art and creative thinking, and obviously experimentation. That's what art is, especially what we're doing today, the string art. It's experimenting. Okay. So before we start, make sure you have an apron on. See my snazzy one? Make sure you have something on your table. It'll be lovely to see an adult giving you supervision and encouragement and motivation. Definitely, we all need that. So, as we all know by now, we need to get our goodies out the box. Right, what's in the box? So, actually I have to show you the picture I did with my string pulling art. I hope you can see. I was super happy with that because it reminds me of a lily. You know the flower, the lily? Right, so that's what we're going to try and do today. Because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's trial and error and experimenting. So this is what we've got to understand and why we're doing this. So you're going to get 2 sheets of A4 cardboard, black cardboard. You're going to get your sucker stick. You're going to get your summer blue. It's not going to come in jars or tubes like mine, but you're going to get little pots. Okay. And this beautiful, bright, shiny yellow. You're going to get your paper plate to mix, to put your paints on, as well as quite a longish piece of string, as you can see here. But I'm going to take you step for step, so don't be overwhelmed. Guys, I always say this, but this is my saving grace. Paper towel, newspaper works just as well, because sometimes we have oopsies, and sometimes we need to not deliberately mix the colors, and we need to wipe it off our tool. But I'm going to show you. Let's get started. Rightio Joe. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my paints, when I can open it. Okay, did I have jungle oats this morning? Yes, I did. So I'm going to take my sucker stick. Guys, just have a look at what I'm doing, how I'm laying it out on my plate. I'm taking quite a generous amount, and I'm going to follow that circle in my plate. Let the circle be your guide. Kind of make it easier for you. So I've got quite a, bit of a messy one there. Okay, then because I'm using the same color, I'm going to skip that side. I'm just going to use the same color while I have it in my hand. Okay, because I want the yellow to go there. So you can make this long, short, whatever you want, because it's your art. Guys, I've just come up with another idea. Who of you know that yellow and blue make green? So if you want to add a third color to your string pulling art, you can mix a little bit of blue with a yellow on the side or maybe in the middle of the plate. Remember, don't get it in the ring. Mix your green, and then you can add a third color to the circle. That's if you want to do it. It's just a suggestion. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to use yellow and blue. Guys, I'm not going to use my sucker stick because I'm going to cheat a bit because I've got a little pot to my tube. So I'm just going to, but you're going to do the same as you did with the blue. Okay, you see how the tips just touch? They don't actually mix because I don't want them to mix because I'm planning not to have green. So you see how I close my circle? So I'm alternating my colors. So it's yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, and blue. So the next step is you take a piece of string. You use the one side. I always take it closer to me and start dipping it in. Okay, just like gently feed it or lay it into the paint. Thread it around, try and stay on the paint line like I am. I hope you can see. So you twirl it around and around just till it like lightly sticks, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the sucker stick now. See, sometimes it doesn't listen. So guys, when I get to this side, you'll see that's where I started. So all you do is you just put your tail to the middle. Okay, to the middle of your plate. Just lay it down in the middle. Then you take your sucker stick. Guys, this is very important when doing string art because you want the paint to stick onto the string. So we're going to bury it in paint. Blue. Okay, see, I don't see any string. I'm going to go straight to the blue, so that means I don't have to clean my brush. My stick. Only when I go to the yellow again will I wipe my sucker stick. So you see, no string. We're hiding it. Playing hide and seek with this piece of string. Okay. You know, we're going to do our string pulling on a piece of cardboard, as you see. But what else it can be used for is maybe even making your own card, a birthday card or a special friendship card, or even want to make your own wrapping paper. That'll be so awesome, because you can just do it like it'll be abstract, all different colors and twirly bits and loops, and oh, that'll be so much fun. Maybe you should give that a try, guys. Also remember that you can use wool, maybe fluffy yarn, wool. You can even use thicker string because we're experimenting. So maybe give it a try as well. You know, it'll give us maybe more texture. You just don't know until you try. This is what's the completely fascinating part about this paint technique. Obviously there is a little bit of control needed, but we'll get to that part. But the effect it gives you is just absolutely incredible. I play around quite a lot, so you can do the same. Why not? Experiment. This is what it's all about. So guys, I don't see my string anymore. It's hiding from me. Okay, so clean that, put it to one side. It might be, the string might be a little bit too long for some of you, but I prefer a long string because I just feel I've got more control. So you take your two cardboards, you separate them. What I do is I take the tail from the front to where the paint starts, so you have more control over your string. Now for some of you this is quite long, As you can see, it looks like a fun piece of spaghetti. Oh goodness, that was silly. Right, so now we're going to see where we're going to place our string. What's the first position? Try and get control of it, okay, where it doesn't swing too much. So I'm going to try and make a big loop, or semicircle-ish, and a loop here. Okay, keep your string in the middle. This is the secret to pulling this, because we're going to try and form a stem. Let's hope we get it right. This is the fun part, guys. Now we take our other piece of black cardboard, we put it over, we try and match it up to the corners. So we're going to have two pieces. So if you have to stand on a chair, please do. I understand why, but make sure you've got adult supervision. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, because it'll make me very sad. I'm just going to pull this up, kind of pull it away from you so you've got more space to pull the string. So I take my little tail, looks like a little mouse's tail, and not too much pressure, guys, but we're going to feed it through to this towards you. So you'll feel the string moving underneath your fingers. If you can't pull any more, I should have backed up, but I'm going to just take it by the beginning here of my cardboard and pull, trying to stay in the middle of the cardboard. Okay, guys? And then I'm going to pull again. Oh, it feels like we're going to get to the end. Yep, that's me done. Put it to one side. My heart's beating fast. Let's see what we've done. Let's see. Every time I've done this, it's come out a different shape. Oh my goodness. That definitely looks like two tulips to me. Look there. Not tulips, lilies. Sorry, silly me. That lily there, and then a lily there, but facing the other way. You see how creative that is? Isn't that jolly amazing? Incredible. I'm very happy with this. And you see why you have to pull your string in the middle to cause that long stem. I'm very happy with my lily. It's a very funky lily. Guys, as I said, get creative. You know, you've got a creative side of your brain, and it teaches us so much. I mean, art is a beautiful tool to use with your form of self-expression. So remember that when doing art. Let this dry. You can frame it. You can give it away as a gift. You can put it on your wall and be proud of what you've done. Enjoy. And I loved having this time with you. See you next time. Lots of love. Bye.